Right, ladies and gents, welcome back to the YouTube. Now today, guys, we have an insane video. We are taking this, my Toyota MR2, the Mark III ZZW30, out for a first drive. Now, before we go into kind of getting behind the wheel, driving this car and experiencing the engine, I'd just like to go through what exactly it is I've done to this car, because I haven't really showcased it on my YouTube or on my TikTok. So this is kind of my pride and joy, this car, other than Boris, of course. We've got OZ Ultra Ligera alloys on the fronts and the backs. We've got Yokohama 8008 RS tyres wrapped around it. We've got yellow stuff pads from EBC, turbo groove discs from EBC, and refurbed calipers. So the handling on this car is solid. We haven't got coilovers yet, that may be soon to come. We're running teen lowering springs at the minute on some brand new stock shocks. So the handling is decent. I would like to get some coilovers though. But the main party piece for today, ladies and gents, is the engine. Now, the reason why this is a first drive is because I've just had this engine rebuilt, because stupidly, I ran this engine on no oil. So I haven't experienced this engine for 5 or 6 months, and I've had to kind of run it in for 1,000 miles, but I haven't been able to take it in to lift, which is where all the fun is. So today we're doing that for the very first time, so I cannot wait to get out in the car. We've got a 2ZZGE engine in there. I'm not sure if I've said that already, but we have a 2ZZGE. It's from a Toyota Celica T-Sport. It's an inline four. It's probably one of the best sounding inline fours ever made, all right? Controversial opinion, I know, but just wait until you hear this thing. It is sick. We've got some high lift cams. I think they're called Piper cams. We have a really impressive tubular manifold with 2-inch primaries, and then it's a 2.5 straight, pretty much straight through. Have a little muffler, and we also have a yellow cam cover, which looks insane, and the engine just runs perfectly. We've got a lovely custom loom and a EMU black ECU. I think I've remembered it all. But yeah, so this car is spec'd up. It looks pretty OEM from the outside, as you can see, but underneath the bonnet, don't know what to call it, engine lid, bonnet, whatever it is, it has some serious work, and it is an absolute weapon, a track weapon, this car. So I think that's enough talking. Let's get out in this Mark III Toyota MR2, and I'm going to show you why this is the most underrated cheap Japanese sports car on the second-hand market right now. So let's get into it. Ladies and gents, I am now out in my Mark III Toyota MR2 with the 2ZZ engine swap. Now, I didn't mention this in the talk, but this car is running 200 brake horsepower, so not too much power, but when you consider this car is under a ton, so it's about 940, 960 kg, I think, it does really pick up. The power to weight ratio is insane. And I have some memories of how this car makes me feel when I put the foot down and it gets into lift. It's one of those things where you can't really, even through a screen, you can't really portray how sick it feels. It's like VTEC, it's pretty much like VTEC, and it just is it's a great thing when that cam changes at 6,000 RPM. So yeah, and I mean, this car's always been a pretty decent handling car. We don't have coilovers on the minute, which would elevate this car's handling. But even without them, we've got some anti-roll bars on, the white line anti-roll bars, and we also have, obviously, the wheels brake suspension, which I covered in the talk through, and it really does handle well. But yeah, I know what you're all waiting for. Let's drop this thing into third. We'll drop it into second. I have to get past this corner. And let's just boot it. First time ever. First time I've sent this into lift. Let's do it. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. That is quick. Oh, I forgot how quick this thing was. Oh my god, man. I love naturally aspirated power. Naturally aspirated power with systems like VTEC and VVT-Li. It's just, oh, the driver connection is just, oh bro, I love this thing so much. This is so sick. This is so sick. I love this thing. I forgot how much I love it. It's been It's been so long since I've taken it into lift. It's literally been half a year. Oh, yeah, I'm doing it again. I'm addicted, I'm doing it again. Oh, the sound of it, man, it sings. Oh. Nah, this is too sick, man. Such a good handling car. The weight distribution is perfect for a track car. You've got a mid-engine setup, rear-wheel drive. You've got an insanely high revving engine. If you whack in the 2ZZ, I mean, it's just a perfect track car. Not only is it great for setting lap times, but the feel of the handling as well. It just feels like you know exactly where your tyres are pointing. It just feels really direct and pointy and nimble and light on its feet. That's what I love about this car. You can feel the road. You can feel the whole car vibrate behind you with the engine and the lift and the sound. These cars are so underrated, man. They're so underrated, and it is criminal how people prefer loads of people, pretty much everyone prefers the MX-5 over one of these. The looks are subjective. I'll give people that, but when it comes to the driving experience, in my opinion, if you're wanting to set lap times, the MX-5 doesn't come close. Not at all. Also, another thing to know about this car is the responsiveness of not only the steering, but the throttle. I'm in third gear now at 5,000 RPM, and you can just, I mean, look at that, and it comes in and it's singing. Oh my, it just, you know what? This car makes you it makes you angry when you're shifting. I mean, that's how I feel at least. It just makes you want to fully send it into gear. So, ladies and gents, that is all from me. I know it was a pretty quick video, but let me know in the comments what you think of this gorgeous Mark III MR2. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you like the way I've done it? Do you like the engine? And do you agree with me that it is the best sounding inline four ever made? And if you don't, let me know your suggestions. If I see any K20 comments, right, they're getting blocked. I'm joking. The K20 sounds all right. But yeah, that is all from me, ladies and gents. If you did go on to enjoy today's video, make sure to smash that like button, click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And as I said, let me know in the comments what you think of my car. And that is all from me. I'll catch you guys in the next one.